easy. Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
When your home fills up with family, Aloe Fiber makes sure that space is a happy place for everyone. Aloe Fiber experts install it all, and full service means step-by-step support, guiding you through everything so you can stay connected to what matters, and the family can always feel at home. Put the game on, and don't worry about your Wi-Fi calling a timeout. Better TV and internet service is one connection away. Call Aloe at 866-481-2556 or visit aloefiber.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Drink locally and support local business during Lincoln's Craft Beer Week, October 11th through the 18th. Great beer, cider, distillates, and more are made right here in Lincoln. For more info, visit lincoln.org/beer-week. Brought to you by Visit Lincoln. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
No cravings, no hunger pains, no struggle. Thanks to GLP-1s from Limitless Mayo, weight loss is possible. Picture this. Your clothes fit better, your energy's up, your doctor's impressed, and your friends start noticing. Limitless Mayo's GLP-1 program is medically monitored and changing men's lives. There's no better time than now to get on board. Lose the weight, better your health, gain your confidence without being hungry. Free consult at limitlessmail.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
We interrupt this commercial break for an important story.
There once was a man from Nebraska who went searching for food in Alaska. When his stomach was rumbling while laying in bed, he could think of only one option, Führer's cheese spread. So he left it once and drove day and night to return back home for cheese spread delight. Now his stomach is full and the voice in his head tells him no more vacations without Führer's cheese spread. Find yours today at most local grocers.
This is Rick Heyman with Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Sartor Heyman is celebrating 120 years, and you could win big. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for your chance to win a $120 gift certificate every week. That's right, we're giving away $120 every week as a thank you for being part of our story. Don't miss your chance to treat yourself. Follow Sartor Heyman Jewelers today. Celebrating 120 years. Sartor Heyman, when only the best will do.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley.
Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is... What do you got there, Kenny? Man, you get like Rashawn out here. You know that? Turn me up, Bock. All right. Welcome to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Tuesday, October the 14th. Nebraska travels to Minnesota Friday to play there at... What's the name of that stadium, Bock? I've never been there.
Now I don't know off the top of my head. I have been there.
How's this stadium?
I really like it. It's a newer stadium. Yeah.
All right.
Not a bad seat in the house, I don't think.
It's going to be on Fox Sports TV. This week games carries high stakes.
Yep. Huntington Bank Stadium, formerly known as TCF Bank Stadium.
All right, Bock, this game carries high stakes. If a win, Nebraska goes to 6-1 for the first time since 2014. Haven't beaten Minnesota since 2018, Bock. 7 years. Bowl eligibility at stake. Icy white uniforms curse is in effect. When we talk about that. Kenny, you're with us this weekend. We have, ladies and gentlemen, we have coach, player, recruiting guy, Kenny Wilhite in the house.
What's up, bro? Those white uniforms bring back bad memories.
Oh, they do? Oh, no.
Yep. One of my teammates, Rob Zadiska, what's up, Big Rob, tweeted it out today about the all whites. And somebody called him out on. He goes, if you go watch the film in 1992, we played in all white and got upset. So I said, bring back bad memories, Rob. He goes, I know.
So is there a curse?
Well, it has been.
It has been, yeah.
It has been.
Well, Kenny, you know everything that's going on. Nebraska wins against Maryland last Saturday. We did our pick'ems. You want to go talk about the pick'em games that we did with Kenny?
Might as well.
Since the text, I think Bock cheated on us one time. I swear he said the point spread for Nebraska.
He did not. He never. Now I'm on his side.
Yeah.
He never said
you can't be on Bock's side.
Why not?
You can't.
You gotta be honest, bro.
See, let me show you how Bock did this. Last 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
Last 5 games, we picked point spread.
Oh, okay.
And then he switched it up.
I don't think it was.
I was here, or just switched it up?
I don't know. He did a switcheroo.
We picked the point spread for Houston Christian and Akron. I don't even know if we picked those, but that's the type of game you would pick a point spread for, as opposed to a 5.5, even 8.5 this week. I don't want to pick the point spread. Pick Minnesota or Nebraska.
When you have to watch the guy that you work with, it becomes a strange relationship when I say that, because now I feel like Bock is turning to somebody else on me.
Now, I stood here last week and you tried to get him to take the points and he said no.
I'm just saying.
He did not take the points.
I didn't know it was one person who made the rules, so no. I didn't know. So I thought we was in this
before
together.
Then you guys were taking points.
Yeah.
You guys were taking points.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I know specifically you asked him about the point spread of the Nebraska Maryland game.
And
he did not say he was taking
I probably wasn't listening. So.
And you picked Maryland straight up. So what
yeah. But I picked them because I knew Nebraska wasn't going to cover the point spread. Not the 7.
I think the spread was a little bit too high, but
8.5, 7.
Big win for them. They showed resilience, toughness, and grit, and That was a huge win for them. Like you said, this week is another test over in Minneapolis. It's Minnesota, which we haven't beat since when?
2018 was the last
2018.
game.
So that's another big test for us on the road. And like you said, there's a lot at stake. Bowl eligibility there, and some seeding in the Big Ten. So
Yeah, so it's been 5 in a row to Minnesota. All the games except for the one in 2019 have been one possession games, as is tradition here at Nebraska.
The best one possession team in America.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
But yeah, as far as the picks specifically too, Kenny, you got off to a 500 start. You went 5-5.
Oh, that was rough.
Myself and Terrell won 6, and the text line, who's been kicking our butt all year, won again with 7 wins this week.
You have to fix it, Bock, so we can really know what we're going against. Because when you don't show the text line, when you don't update the stuff,
yeah, I got to go update our board.
Kind of confused. I'm not being mean or anything. Trying to.
You a sore loser?
No,
he's a bit of a sore loser.
He's a bitter loser. Because you know why? It's a long
You got
football
about 7
season.
more.
Yeah, we're halfway through it.
All right, Kenny. James Franklin got fired. When we talk about that from Penn State, Matt Rule name comes up a lot. Now, here's one thing that you got to give some coaches some passes sometimes when you have a not so great season. And in this one case, I think I would give me, as if I was the president of Penn State, I would probably give James Franklin another go, because when you look at his record versus other Big Ten teams, you're not going to find a coach 2 better than James Franklin. It's probably going to be 2, but you're not going to find a whole bunch more. Here's his record versus Big Ten teams, Bob, Kenny. In the Illinois, 5-2. Indiana, 9-1. Iowa, 5-2. Maryland, 5-2. Michigan, 3-7. Michigan State, 5-5. Minnesota, 3-1. Nebraska, 1-1. Northwestern, 3-3. The big is Ohio State, 1-10. 0-2 against Oregon, 4-0 against Purdue, 10-0 against Rutgers, 1-1 against UCLA, 1-0 versus USC, 1-0 versus the University of Washington, and 4-0 versus Wisconsin. Now, if you're going to try to replace him, Bock, you better get somebody that's have a better record than that. Because if you're going to get a Timo version of James Franklin, then you can get anybody in college football.
Yeah, as you break it down there again, it's going to be tough. He's got one of the best resumes in college football, a top 15 coach. But again, just consistently wasn't beating the top 10 teams. I mean, it's nice to kind of break it down there all around. And he did. He consistently, for the most part, was beating teams that he's supposed to beat. But again, basically what he's getting fired for before, kind of fell off the rails against UCLA and Northwestern is the 1-18 record against top 10 Big Ten teams. So, they've always, they feel, again, Nebraska's been there. And that's why it kind of makes the discussion interesting, is they feel like they're stuck at a certain level, and that maybe if they replace the coach, maybe they can get above that level. But as we know here in Nebraska, a lot of different things can go, go south if you when you replace a coach. So we'll see how it goes at Penn State. But I'll tell you this: they're definitely not going to be coming short on some change in their pocket. I mean, they're going to be throwing a lot of money at this, and I mean, they had to be part of the plan altogether with the $49 million buyout, the stadium renovation they've got. They just paid the highest defensive coordinator, the highest coordinator money in college football. So I don't think they're going out there looking for a bargain. They're gonna pony up and see if they can get a top level coach to take it to a next level.
All right, now I want to talk about this unnoticeable team in the Big Ten that nobody's talking about. We hear the Nebraskas, the Indianas, the Illinois, the USCs, the Michigans. What about the Washington Huskies, Bob? You're looking at a team who's 5-1 right now, with a possible to win out if they could. The only game they lost is a 24-6 game to number 1 Ohio State. They beat Rutgers 38-19. They beat Maryland 24-20. They beat Washington State 59-24. They have a weekend clash against Michigan this week. After that, they go to Illinois. Now, if they can get past those two games, Bob, right there, then they have Wisconsin, Purdue, and I think they have Oregon.
Yeah, they got at UCLA.
Yeah. So, Bob, what if this team only loses one game out of those games? I mean, you got to think about that, Bob. This is not a bad team right here.
It's not bad. They were. I think part of the why people aren't getting behind them right now is they were 6-7 last season. So now trying to get through that. Solid victories, right? I mean, but nothing necessarily standing out. Washington State, Maryland, Rutgers. Not. We'll see if any of those teams go bowling. So we're going to see. I mean, it is going to be a big test this week against Michigan. I agree with you. I think if they beat Michigan there, that kind of vaults them above Michigan in the Big Ten standings and the Big Ten tiers, if you will. And then they've got a chance against Illinois. So all you can ask for if you're Washington is an opportunity. Of course, it's a team that played in the national championship game not too long ago. We all know Kalen DeBoer took his talents to Alabama there. And so we'll see. I mean, Jed Fish was an interesting hire, had things going on there at Arizona. And now, year one sometimes doesn't go exactly how you'd plan. Year two, we'll see. But a big part of that, too, was their opportunity against Ohio State. And, of course, everybody loses to Ohio State, and oftentimes it doesn't go the way you want it to. But, they were known a little bit going into that game, and for what they are right now is offensively that they kind of bring some threats. And Damon Williams Jr. has been a good quarterback so far. Jonah Coleman, one of the better running backs in the Big Ten, and they only put up 6 points there. So I think that's what kind of a little bit stalled any national buzz about Washington. Their one game that was kind of national focused, they didn't get much going on the opposite side of the ball.
Bob, I was looking at something on X, and I lost it. They was showing me the offensive production in the Big Ten. Have you seen what Wisconsin averages points per game?
I can't imagine it's very good.
Look it up, Bob. Just look it up. And I
right.
want you to tell me, why is Luke Fickell still there? Why is his offensive coordinator still there? I want to know. I don't know if I can look it up faster than Bob.
This year, what? 3 for Fickell? Year 3?
Same as
same as Matt Rule.
Year 3. I just think he thought he would get the guys that he was getting at Cincinnati. I think Wisconsin is known for power football. I think he wanted to go with a spread offense there, and he probably felt like he can't get those kind of guys in Wisconsin. Weather's going to be bad enough for him. He can't be spreading around all over the yard. So be tough to get back to that Wisconsin style power football. And like you said, he's struggling right now. What is it? I'm gonna take a guess on the points per game. I'm gonna say about 5.7 a game. Bob, what you got?
I'm still looking at it, trying to get the final number on there. I could probably do faster just doing my own math and figuring it out here as I pull it up here.
Yeah, it's been a struggle to watch. It's been a struggle to watch.
So they're averaging 15.5, but that is a lot of that is from the 42 they put up against Middle Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of that, they had 17 against Miami, Ohio, 14 against Alabama, 10 against Maryland, 10 against Michigan, and of course, not a single point against Iowa this past weekend.
Not a single point.
In a big rivalry for him.
The look says it all.
I haven't seen it for a while. I don't know why he's still got a job either.
This is probably going to be a record year of coaches getting fired in college football. A lot of stuff is going to open up. A lot of stuff is going to be available for coaches that are trying to move up in the rankings of D1 football. Now, Luke Fickell, I don't know about him. Now, I can say that him leaving Cincinnati probably one of the worst things he probably ever did right there.
That's what I said. It's a different style. I mean, when he was at Cincinnati, mostly spread style offense. You go to Wisconsin, they're 2 tight ends, 3 tight end, 2 back offense with, sometimes they'll go 3 receivers, but other than that, they were ground and pound. And again, you're trying to switch offenses, and you don't have the guys to run your style of offense. It's going to be a long year for you.
So thanks to Big Bird too. He found the graphic. This is in conference points per game. They have 6.7.
I knew I was close. I was close.
That's what I was looking for, Big Bird.
And 3 of their next 4 games are Ohio State, Oregon, and Indiana.
I knew I was close. I said 5.7. It was 6 point what, Bob?
6. I think it was 6.7.
In conference, I knew I was close.
Terrible.
Very
terrible. All right, Bob. Let's get to the Big Ten power rankings this week. Number 1, Ohio State. Number 2, Indiana. Number 3, Oregon. Number 4, USC. Number 5, dun, 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 dun. Go Huskers.
Top 5. Woo!
Huskers number 5.
As we said, they control their own destiny. If they win out or if they beat the teams they're supposed to beat, they'll move up, right?
Yeah.
So now this week is another test for them. If they win it, then you never know.
All right, number 6, Illinois. 7, Washington. 8, Michigan. 9, Iowa. Number 10 is Minnesota. All right, y'all, let's go to break. And when we come back here on Kenny Will Hike Tuesday, that's what we call it from now on. Kenny Will Hike Tuesday is in effect. 93.7 The Ticket. Bock The Blackshirt. We'll be right back.
Imagine hitting rewind on your life 10, even 20 years. With testosterone therapy from Limitless Male, you can turn back the aging clock and get your edge, energy, and confidence back. If you've lost your drive, sleep deprived, muscle loss, belly fat, irritable, you're not the guy you once were. Get your T levels checked at Limitless Male. More and more men are realizing hormone replacement can turn back the clock. Schedule your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
If you are a business owner, I want you to think about the amount of time you've spent worrying about safety and security. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies design custom solutions for security, communication, and so much more. From automated security to secure video conferencing, their team sits down with you to get to know you and what your business needs. Manage your operations and get notified when there is suspicious activity. Save time and cut back on stress. Diode Tech always keeps you in the know. Contact them today at 402-793-5124. Drink locally and support local business during Lincoln's Craft Beer Week, October 11th through the 18th. Great beer, cider, distillates, and more are made right here in Lincoln. For more info, visit lincoln.org/beer-week. Brought to you by Visit Lincoln. Remember to enjoy responsibly.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Copple Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Copple is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Copple Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at copplecars.com.
Boxing is back this Saturday with Brawloween at the Complex. The Midwest's best professional boxers will display their best performances with hometown favorites Clyde Godzilla Johnson and Cody Kerr among the boxers. Get your tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com, where you can live stream this event as well. Nebraska football plays on Friday, so Saturday is open for you to attend or watch. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. this Saturday, October 18th. It's Brawloween at the Complex, located at 1555 Yolanda Avenue.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of scattered showers throughout the day. Otherwise, cloudy skies with a high around 67. Tonight, cloudy skies continuing with light winds, a low around 61. Tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. It'll be breezy, the high near 82. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
We're back. Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket on Kid Will Height. Tuesday here at Bock and the Blackshirt. We are powered
by
Bauer.
Infrastructure.
Bauer.
Underground.
Right.
Excavating.
All right, guys, let's get into some serious talk, man. Let's get into some serious talk. Let's talk about the Penn State situation. Rumors. A lot of people think that Matt Rule is their number one top goal. Some people think Kurt Signetti, top pick. Now, Marcus Freeman could be a pick. I don't know if he leaves Notre Dame, but
it's weird because we've seen before it's exactly at Notre Dame, a powerhouse team, Kelly leaving from Notre Dame to LSU the same offseason that Lincoln Riley left from Oklahoma to USC. So that's interesting. I've seen reports now that Eli Drinkwitz over there at Missouri could be a candidate. There's just a lot. That's why I think we just kind of have to buckle up and sit through this, because Rule makes a lot of sense. But a lot of this is we lived through it before in the last time Nebraska was kind of in the hiring cycle. At one time we thought, hey, Matt Campbell, that's the answer. And then he started struggling that year at Iowa State. And I was like, all right, well, never mind. And then, the other thing was, Lance Leipold over there at Kansas. He had such a great year. This has got to be, and then he didn't follow it up as well. And so through that season, you could see the top the top odds guys, I suppose, in college football to take the Nebraska job. Just kind of, it was its own roller coaster, and these names filtering in and out. And I think we're going to see the same thing in the Penn State job. Now, hopefully, I don't say this, and it sounds kind of weird. I hope to not see Matt Rule's name filtered out of the Penn State job, because I think that would mean that Nebraska is not winning their game.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to make this sound about money, but when he talks about that $30-40 million roster, like, you're not going to get that at Nebraska. Indiana don't need it.
They didn't need it.
They didn't need it. Why do we need it? I think you just go out and get the right players. Now, I don't think that. Now, here's one of the things I don't think. But I don't think Matt Rule fits Penn State what they need. I don't. They don't need a program builder. They already built. They need somebody who can go in there and win right away, who can put the pieces and puzzle together, just like Signetti did at Indiana. somebody who can go in there and take control and win football games. And with Matt Rule, you have to start the process all over again. You got to go in and do it your way. You have to go in there and for 0 to number 10, you have to do that all over again.
Well, I'll tell you, their year one of Matt Rule is not going to be the expectation of what it's been in the past for Matt Rule. And that's the interesting thing. It is, I'm glad you pointed out, is that Matt Rule, he's got the tag of program builder. He deserves that tag. He's done it now at 3 different spots in college football. We'll see again. Still have to see how the second half of Nebraska starts. But as of right now, in the top 25. Say,
what other one are you talking about?
Well,
season ain't over with yet, Bob. See what happened the last couple of years.
But the reason why he's
when we was 5-1.
Well, the reason why he's in this spot is because it looks like things are turning here at Nebraska. But it is interesting. I like I've said, I think the most interesting thing if I was in a meeting watching somebody, at Penn State, a higher up interviewing Matt Rule, would be, what's the assistant coaching pool look like? Because the initial one that you brought to Nebraska was not it. And so, what is it going to be at Nebraska? But to your point about the money earlier, that's also interesting because Matt Rule and every other coach in college football at their weekly press conference is telling everybody, hey, we need more money. And Matt Rule did this specifically, obviously, in this Penn State, this Penn State question comes about. That's what I kind of think is if the job is offered, he's not going to have to do that so much at Penn State. Penn State is one of those jobs that, again, is pouring just about every dollar they can into the football program, and it's got to be near the top in college football.
Well, and that's one of the things I wanted to say, though, Bob. This is trying to figure out how I'm going to put this, but
tread water lightly.
And when we talk about Nebraska, we talk about what he's doing here is good. But one of my things is, Bach, that this schedule is not tough enough for me to bank on just because I have to give Matt Rule one more year. And when I say that one more year, because I looked at the 26 schedule. And that's what I want Matt Rule to be defined as when we talk about schedule-wise and playing other teams when you play Oregon next year, when you play Washington next year, when you play Indiana again, when you play Ohio State, all them in 1 year, and you have a 10-2, 9-1, 9-3, 10-1 record. Now, if you can go through that gauntlet, I'm not going to give you credit for Houston Christian of the Blind. I'm not going to give you credit for Akron. I'm not going to give Michigan State, who's okay. You see how you go out there and you let UCLA destroy them, a 1-4 team, beat the brakes off of them, and we continue to struggle with a team like that. Now, you talk about Maryland. Now we see how Maryland is. I got to see somebody else, other teams play Maryland, see how they actually play these teams different than we played.
Well, I do think that, Kenny, sorry, I'll go in a second, but I do think that's interesting because that's the only data point that they're going to get is through this Nebraska schedule. And so, to your point, like if they were going to make the hire today, I don't know if I were in the Penn State's position that I would feel comfortable enough to what we've been talking about, that he's made Nebraska arrive to this point, because Penn State's not looking at beating, to, like you're saying, Michigan State and Maryland. And at the back end of the schedule, like Nebraska can arrive at whatever finish they do get to, but it's not going to be those top teams unless you beat a top USC team. And that could be, we'll see if USC's even there. They got a game against Notre Dame this week. They lose again, they're out of the top 25. So it is interesting to see, even if there is going to be programs to that level of standard, to say, okay, well, now he won this game. Now I think he could do it at Penn State. Now, obviously, when we talk about program builder compared to what he'd take over at Penn State, he doesn't have the chance to, and part of it is because he's left places before, but be at a powerhouse and win games that he should, instead of kind of fighting up and trying to get those big victories. So it would be a bit of a gamble on their side, but that would be, regardless of who they're going to hire. Again, it's going to be hard to compare to James Franklin's resume.
What are the Penn State people saying, Bob? What are they're saying, their fan base? That's one thing I want to know what their fan base is saying about this whole situation with bringing back Rule. I heard some people don't like the whole thing because his record is no better than James Franklin. So why would you swap even coaches for even to me?
Their fans are outspoken, that's for sure. If you watch, when Franklin's were coming off the field, they didn't bat their eye or bite their tongue with the things they were saying. So yeah, I'm sure they got words to say about this one.
Yeah, and I mean, you can check out some of the message boards. That it's always somewhat of a even if you read something that might be a vocal minority, right? But yeah, there's certainly fear or frustration within Penn State's fan base, even if that was the guy that they arrived to is Matt Rule, is because of all we're saying there. I mean, there's a little bit of holes in the resume to be completely sure that it's going to work out at Penn State if you make that hire. So, I think when you fire James Franklin again, you've got to bring in a huge name, and in almost any name that they're going to bring in. And I say almost. I mean, Urban Meyer might be sitting out. I mean, there are some names that they could do that would really maybe elevate that position. But for the most part, it's going to be hard to beat the name of James Franklin. You said even. I think that's about as good as you can do, because outside of what? I mean, how many names can we say for sure would do better than James Franklin at Penn State? I just don't think there's that many in college football. I mean, you could say Ryan Day, but Ryan Day taking over for Urban Meyer, and I'm not saying Ryan Day's in the conversation. I'm just saying even the top names you throw in there, it's tough to say. Dabo Swinney's one of the few coaches to have multiple championships, certainly. Kirby Smart. But, Dabo Swinney's struggling a little bit. So it's going to be fascinating. It's going to be tough to please Penn State fans.
Yeah, here's two games I think that Penn State will be watching if they wanted to get Matt Rule. First game, UCLA.
You skipping USC?
No, UCLA.
Why is that?
Because they beat them.
Yep.
They're going to look at another team that beat them. Northwestern.
Yep.
They're going to look at these games against Nebraska versus UCLA and Northwestern. And if Nebraska lose one of them or both of them, you can take his name off the list then, because I wouldn't want your name on the list then if you lose those two games, Bob.
Right. Those are teams that they just lost to. So,
yeah.
Again, that's why I think there's so much time left and so many different possibilities for this to draw out. Right now, Matt Rule is a top name, but this is gonna play out in a process of more than a month and just several weeks, and it's gonna change based on the results of the previous week.
I needed to hurry up because I think this whole situation with Matt Rule and Penn State is ruining my college football year.
Why is it ruining your college football?
Ruining it?
It's ruining it for me because it's great football to be talked about, and we continuously sit here and talk about something that probably not is going to happen.
So that's the question I was going to pose to you is, are we talking about it, or we making this a subject where anybody in the Penn State family, they're not even thinking about that.
Yeah.
So we're making this more of a big deal for us than it is for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've learned my lesson that not to hire anybody that played at Nebraska as a coach.
You can't say that.
I've learned my lesson.
You can't say that.
I learned my lesson. No,
you can't say that.
One person will mess it up for $1 million to me. That's all I have to say.
Frank Solis didn't mess it up.
Well, I'm not talking about Frank Solis. You know darn well what I'm
Frank
talking
Solis didn't
about.
mess it up. So you can't say. One thing I like. You just said that, and
sorry, Kenny.
No. I mean, one person can't mess it up for everyone.
Thanks for the gear.
Right. You're welcome. That shirt looks good on you, by the way. But no, in all seriousness, one person can't mess it up for the next person. Everybody's different. Like you said, I mean, for Rule's name to be mentioned in the Penn State, it's going to be mentioned because one, he played there, one, he's from that area. So of course his name's going to be mentioned. When I say we, Nebraska and Nebraska fans and the fan base making it a big deal than it is, because who knows? Penn State Rule may not even be on their radar. We could be speaking into it existence, but he may not be on their radar. Nothing against Coach Rule, but are we making this more of a big deal than we should?
I think we are.
Let it play out, and if Rule decides to go home, if they offer it to him, you gotta wish him well, and thank him for what he did for the University of Nebraska. You can't fault him for it. I mean, again, when Jeff Jamrock reached out to me to come back to Nebraska, I jumped at the opportunity because one, I played here. This place pretty much made me the person I am today. So I wasn't going to miss out on that opportunity. So you can't fault him for it. Again, we're probably making this more of a big deal than we should. When Rule finally makes that decision to stay or go, if he's offered the position, if he decides to go, I mean, if Georgia offered you a spot on their staff, would you go home, Farley? Yes or no?
No,
you wouldn't.
I don't know nobody there.
Did you know anybody when you came to school here?
Nope.
Okay, then. So don't say you don't know nobody. You're closer to home. You're closer to your family. You have, if it means something to you, it may mean something to Rule to be closer to his family, and he played there. So you can't doubt him. You can't knock him for that. Now, again, I think we are making this a bigger deal than we should right now. If Penn State comes out and says Rule's one of their top guys, then we should all start talking about it. But until that happens, we should just let it all play out. And because again, Rule he's got 3 days to get the team ready to play on Friday.
And that's one of the things I talk about. Us as fans and us as people in the media, this is a distraction for the player-wise. They go out there and play like crap against Minnesota. Who we going to blame? Oh, Matt Rule in the Penn State talk. That's one thing that's probably going to be mentioned if they go down there and falter in Minnesota. Why did we go down there and lose to Minnesota? All the distractions that we have gotten from this Penn State firing and Matt Rule's talk has downed this Nebraska team now.
Who's making the distractions? We are. Not we. When I say we, we. But when it's talked about in the media, when it's talked about and it's brought up, I'm sure within those walls in North Stadium, well, now it's East Stadium now. Yeah, East Stadium. They're not talking about it. I'm sure Rule has had a team meeting, discussed it with the team, and told them, hey, we got to get ready for Minnesota. So, and I'm going to tell you what I said yesterday, Kenny. I'm listening.
I don't trust the players and I don't trust coaches. Because you know why? They all lie. I'm going to commit to Nebraska, though. Next thing you know, on signing day, he's somewhere else.
That's this era.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We don't exist no more.
You do have a point.
We don't exist no more as players. We're old men.
Yeah,
now.
we don't.
We're Flintstones.
Yes.
We're the Jetsons. We're Yabba Dabba Doo. All this old stuff. You know what I'm saying? 93.7 the ticket. Bock The Blackshirt will be right back.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations. Boxing is back this Saturday with Brawloween at the Complex. The Midwest's best professional boxers will display their best performances with hometown favorites Clyde Godzilla Johnson and Cody Kerr among the boxers. Get your tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com where you can live stream this event as well. Nebraska football plays on Friday, so Saturday is open for you to attend or watch. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. this Saturday, October 18th. It's Brawloween at the Complex, located at 1555 Yolanda Avenue.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes. Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
If you're a business owner, I want you to think about the amount of time you've spent worrying about safety and security. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies design custom solutions for security, communication, and so much more. From automated security to secure video conferencing, their team sits down with you to get to know you and what your business needs. Manage your operations and get notified when there is suspicious activity. Save time and cut back on stress. Diode Tech always keeps you in the know. Contact them today at 402-793-5124.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, Visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
No cravings, no hunger pains, no struggle. Thanks to GLP-1s from Limitless Mail, weight loss is possible. Picture this. Your clothes fit better, your energy's up, your doctor's impressed, and your friends start noticing. Limitless Mail's GLP-1 program is medically monitored and changing men's lives. There's no better time than now to get on board. Lose the weight, better your health, gain your confidence without being hungry. Free consult at limitlessmail.com.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's schwisow.com. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Bock the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket. All right, guys. I want to do something that we haven't did before. There are 8 coaches vacancies now. Let's go back, Bob, Kenny, to a top 5 coaches in college football right now. We will have to redo this order, Bob. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm just going to give you my 5 right now, because if you look at who's in the top 5, Steve Sarkisian.
He's number 5.
5, yeah. Marcus Freeman.
4.
Dabo Swinney.
Ooh.
Ryan Day. Kirby Smart. Bock, my new top 5. Number 1, Ryan Day. Number 2, Kurt Segnetti. Number 3, Kirby Smart. I keep him up there. He deserves to be up there. Now, gets kind of shaky after these because Steve Sarkisian, bad year. Dabo Swinney, bad year. Marcus Freeman lost 2 games. Who's my 3, 4, and 5? 4, Dan Landon.
Lanning.
5, Kalen DeBoer. Or Lane Kiffin. And that's my top 5 right there, Bob.
Yeah, I don't mind it. That's pretty good. Adjusting to the
Adjusting to college football.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Because I see the list that where James Franklin was on this list preseason.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Yeah. And what's Kurt Segnetti on that list?
I only got the top 10 in front of him.
Yeah, he's not on the top 10, but he deserves to be in the top 5 now.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going top 5 with Kurt Segnetti. A lot of people can talk what they wanted to talk, but I am a big fan of Kurt Segnetti, and I don't understand why none of us, even the text line, didn't pick Indiana
last week. That's right. I'm surprised you have Ryan Day at number 1. I still would put
you have to beat him. You have to beat him.
Oh, he was beat twice last year.
That's okay. Kirby's been beat a couple of times too since last year.
Yeah.
But you give props to where props are deserved at, and I think Ryan Day deserves to be at number 1 right now.
I think he's born on third base.
So, boy, you silly. All right. So, you want me to give you mine?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Day, just because he won it last year. I'm gonna go with Kirby. I'm gonna go with Lanning, Segnetti, Freeman.
You got to put Landon over Segnetti
right now.
Just beat him.
I still think
2 years.
So,
2 years.
I still think Lanning. I would take him right now over Segnetti. But he does have the bragging rights because he has beat him. And then I'm gonna stay with Sarkisian right now. Freeman.
All right. Now, here's Gus Mohawk. Hypocritical. He says, if you are the AD of Penn State, who would be your Mount Rushmore of candidates personally? He says him, John Gruden, Kurt Segnetti, Marcus Freeman, Matt Rule, also Urban Meyer, if he's on the market. You know who we forgetting about? You know who's sitting up there licking their chops probably? Just guess.
Who?
Guess.
I don't know.
Nobody knows. You don't know, Bob.
I don't know who you're thinking of, huh?
You don't know.
No, I can't read your mind.
Nick Saban.
Man.
Nick Saban's sitting there licking his chops. He said hey, I'm just saying, if they hired Nick Saban.
If was a fifth, we all be drunk.
Well, Nick Saban wants to coach again.
No, he don't.
Okay.
No, he don't.
I guarantee you.
So, if I'm Nick Saban and I'm Urban Meyer, I'm staying my butt behind the microphone.
Nick
NIL drove Nick out.
Nick can always go back to the he can come back and coach for another year, then go right back to the studio.
NIL drove him out of the game.
Yeah.
So why would he put himself back in that situation?
But I think he's taking this year to understand the kind of thing that he sees what NIL has done. He have to get a general manager. He had to. Ed Orgeron doesn't fit there. Gus Mohawk. Jimbo Fisher doesn't fit there, old dad.
But those names been thrown out there.
No. Yeah,
may not fit, but they've been thrown out there.
Why would you hire Jimbo Fisher? He had all the resources
yes, he did.
At Texas A&M and did doodly nothing.
Yeah, he
Squat.
did. He did. He fumbled the ball down
Ed
there.
Orgeron, Gus Mohawk can't understand what he says. Who wants to be in a team meeting?
Orgeron?
Yeah, and you go to a team meeting.
Mickey understood. Coach Bush understood. Mickey and Coach Bush understood.
They barely probably. They had to cut everything out that they was focusing on to listen to that guy. Hey, Origin, no. Jesse says, kind of lackluster who's who of college coaching. Right now, Kirby Smart might be the only one who is a big name in the history of coaching.
I think Dab was a big name in the history of coaching.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, Ryan Day had his ups and downs. He was struggling beating Michigan, but I think for him to bounce back last year, win it all, and then the way they're playing this year, I mean, if you talk about hires, look at his defense coordinator.
Rob Patricia.
Look at his defense coordinator.
Yeah.
Right? So he's made a big difference for that team.
You know who's looking stupid right now?
Who's that?
Jim Knowles over there looking crazy at Penn State.
Oh, he got the leg on his face.
He left Penn State. He left Ohio State to go to Penn State. Yeah.
All for money.
Yeah.
All money ain't good money.
Ain't good money. And all good friends are not good friends, like Bock. He cheated on me.
No, he
93.7 the ticket. We'll be right back.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
This is your year, where your team takes it all the way. Win way more than bragging rights at Warhorse Casino, where your love of the game could put $1 million in your pocket. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with prizes all season long. Weekly cash prizes up to $1,000 cash, season-long leaderboards, and a chance to win $1 million. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Boxing is back this Saturday with Brawloween at the Complex. The Midwest's best professional boxers will display their best performances with hometown favorites Clyde Godzilla Johnson and Cody Kerr among the boxers. Get your tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com, where you can live stream this event as well. Nebraska football plays on Friday, so Saturday is open for you to attend or watch. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. this Saturday, October 18th. It's Brawloween at the Complex, located at 1555 Yolanda Avenue.
Hi, Sean Callahan here, and I've got some great news for you. Koppel Chevrolet GMC is proud to be the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln metros. Koppel is also celebrating its 50th anniversary. We want to say thank you to all of our customers that have helped us reach these milestones. So come see why so many customers, including myself, are choosing Koppel Chevrolet GMC for their automotive needs. Please check us out at koppelcars.com.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
If you are a business owner, I want you to think about the amount of time you've spent worrying about safety and security. Lincoln's own experts at Diode Technologies design custom solutions for security, communication, and so much more. From automated security to secure video conferencing, their team sits down with you to get to know you and what your business needs. Manage your operations and get notified when there is suspicious activity. Save time and cut back on stress. Diode Tech always keeps you in the know. Contact them today at 402-793-5124. Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O, sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel. You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt.
Terrell Farley. Defending Terrell Farley, who last week in his first start was a holy terror. Number 43.
And Jake Bockoven. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Powered by Bauer.
Welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. It's Bock the Blackshirt here on your 1 to 3 hour with special guest Kenny Will Height Tuesday in the building. You ever heard of a $5,000 fine?
No, I haven't.
For college football?
No.
I think that's a little cheap, but
who got fined that?
The Big Ten fined USC for running back Byron Jackson for playing against Michigan. Jackson, who was listed out on the availability report before the game.
Oh.
And he played, and they fined him 5 G's.
Speaking of fines, did you see the end of KU and Texas Tech when the coaches met in the middle of the field?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the conversation we had?
Yeah, the tortillas.
I told you those. Did I not tell you? Man, they don't care about that. They're going to throw those tortillas.
They don't care. I
They
mean,
do not
you
care.
can't, I mean, as a university, you can't control the crowd. You can only try.
So for all the listeners out there, if you didn't see it, the two head coaches met in the middle of the field. There was some words exchanged between the two coaches, and McGuire basically told him, "What do you expect me to do? I can't control them." And then they separated, and then he did his press conference. But we talked about it last week. I told you they were going to do it.
Somebody threw a pocket knife as well.
Oh wow! Now that's
more than a tortilla.
Yeah, that's more than a
hit
tortilla.
one of their assistant coaches.
Yeah, that's
that's why Leipold was specifically upset.
Now you can't do that. Now that's
I was trying to see because Texas Tech's got Arizona State this week. And I was trying to see if that game was at home because I played a little clip earlier in Arizona State's head coach said it's going to be a great environment. I said if that's at Texas Tech, you might want to text the Kansas's coach and see what he thinks about that environment.
Question to you: is Jeff Sims starting this week?
I don't know. So it's at Arizona State.
Okay, so
let me look and see.
They don't have to worry about that. Then.
Yeah, don't put that game on there.
Well, yeah, that one's not going to be one we're going to have to pick, especially unless Sam Levitt comes back. I think it could get interesting.
Yeah, if the quarterback,
but if it's just
out, we're going to start not picking.
And then Texas Tech lost their starter too last week.
Yeah,
they struggled a little bit, but then they pulled away late. But yeah, when that starter went out, they jumped out on him, and then they kind of slowed down when the starter went out. But then they
This is what I like about Kurt Signetti, man. This is what I like. Now, this is him about the star ranking system. He said, "I've never been into recruiting stars. The evaluation is extremely important. You find a guy who got the right stuff, good habits, and wants to be great. You develop them."
He said the key thing. You find the right guys.
Yeah.
The right guys that fit what he's doing, that wants to be great. And he can work with them.
I think that's what some of the things that Coach Osborne did.
Did he not mention? He didn't mention one thing about NIL, did he?
Nah.
Okay, then.
I think that's one of the good things about when you talk about Coach Osborne is that he will go anywhere to find his players. I mean, they found me in junior college. I wasn't a ranked player like that. I probably was the number 39th best JUCO player in one thing. One of them said I was number 1, which I never seen. That's what Rashawn said. But yeah, I mean, I just think if you find players for your program that match the energy that you give and they give out, and they're coachable, you know, and what I tell people about. And what I tell people about, you know, attitude-wise, like a lot of people say, "Oh, Signetti's he's conceited, he's what other
cocky,
thing?
arrogant.
Arrogant." That's what type of players you want on your defense. I want a cocky, I want an arrogant, I want a mean-minded guy on my defense, because that's what type of defense I think I played with a bunch of mean guys, 10 mean guys that wanted to go out there and kick butt every Saturday. Now, if you got a guy who's not on the same page as your defense, it's going to show in the game because he's not the type of player you want on your team. Now, you find 11 guys that you want, and guess who they look like, Bock? They look like Indiana. Sorry, Bock. I'm just saying.
Why you saying sorry to Bock? Hello?
Yeah.
Why you saying sorry to Bock?
I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. You said they look like Indiana. What does that mean?
I mean, they look like it. I mean, look at that. I mean, you don't find teams that can do this 2 years back to back in a second year coach. A second year coach.
That's
what's the recipe? What's the recipe? What's the
recipe?
That's what I'm saying.
You can't even get it out.
I know, because
the recipe is you have a coach who knows what he wants to do, knows what he wants to get done. He brings the staff with him that has the same mindset as him. Then they go find the players, like he said, the right players with the right attitude that fit what he wants to get done. Makes it easy. It's like when you mixing that batter for that cake. If you put the wrong stuff in, that cake ain't gonna turn out well. They brought the right ingredients to that university. Look how it's playing out for them.
Yeah. And somebody says, "How did Osborne get me here?" I chose to come here. You know, I mean, he gave me the opportunity, but, you know, the one reason why I came to play to Nebraska because I wanted to go to the next level, but I wanted to go to a higher ceiling. I wanted to play with the big boys. You know, me being a 205-pound linebacker, I wanted to see did it work in big-time football. Bob. That's one thing I did because I wasn't going to switch positions. I wasn't. That was one of my main rules when my recruiting went on, that I'm not going to be a safety.
Some teams wanted you to.
You couldn't.
I never gave him. I never gave him the opportunity for that because I was a linebacker ever since I was like a junior in high school. I always played DN linebacker, so I wasn't gonna take a chance to try to learn a whole position over in college. At least give me the chance to play it, and that's one reason why I came to Nebraska, because they gave me the opportunity to play wheel linebacker as a 205-pound linebacker,
hybrid.
You know, so, you know, I'm probably the first pioneer of that hybrid linebacker that started. It wasn't Ed Stewart. He was 230, 225.
Stu, they put Stu at Mike.
Yeah.
I never forget. This is Stu. He letting you know what
Big Daddy Travis says, Dylan Rail said, Rule is not going anywhere. Got to be true, right? Hell, Rule and Dylan will go to Penn State if Rule goes. I don't know.
Let's not touch it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that situation.
He did apparently say at the press conference that this is Raiola said, he's as locked in as ever. I had to make sure everyone knew he's our head ball coach and he's not going anywhere. He's staying right here.
Not gonna listen to a guy who committed to 3 different schools in 3 different years, Bock. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it, Bob.
It's fair enough. And again, these are things that are changing. And if I'm Rule and he has, I mean, he's had the team meeting, told them he's not going to leave. I mean, you got to do that. You got to continue to try to keep everybody on the same page and have the belief that you're going to stay here. And as of right now, we're all sitting back here thinking, well, yeah, if he gets offered the job, this, that, and the other thing. This is not a what if situation for Matt Rule. It's very much his life and choosing, and it's all very important about what's going to happen going in this week. So he's not playing what if. If he gets the offer, then he'll think about it. Until he has the offer, he's probably not going to be considering it, outside of, in his headspace, especially communicating with his team.
Well, here one thing I'm gonna say. I don't think Matt Rule is a candidate for that job. He may be a candidate, but it's probably way down at the bottom of the list because I think Penn State needs to splash higher. I don't think they need an average Joe type of coach, but I'm just saying they need a big name coach who's gonna. And I think probably Marcus Freeman would probably be a great fit for that. Probably a little bit better than the Matt Rule hire. It's just my thoughts when I say that. But if Matt Rule's on the list, he's probably 8, 9, 10 on that list.
That list shouldn't be that long. Oh,
yeah. Or if it's 5, he's probably 6 or 7.
It shouldn't be 8, 9, 10 guys who are on the list for that job.
Well, it's not saying really it's 10 people, but you gotta. It's like the NFL process.
No, they just recycle, repeat, recycle, rinse, repeat. That's what it's becoming.
Would it be Goulash from South Florida? I think he's on the coach on the rise, but I don't think he's ready for that type of football in a big jump like that. That's a big jump.
Cincinnati made a bigger jump.
Yeah.
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 Indiana took a gamble. They didn't know. They took a gamble.
They didn't go after no splash hire.
Well, I know, but they just took that gamble. Well, you got to understand, he was what? 16-6 at James Madison, 16-4.
Oh yeah, but at James Madison.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
They didn't go looking for no splash hire.
Well, he turned out to be.
Right now, he's doing what he told everybody he was going to do, and more. So kudos to Indiana for taking that chance on him. And again, you don't have to make a splash hire; you just have to make the right hire. If you continue to make the wrong hires, then this is where we're going to be.
Well, one thing there is about this is that when the betting comes into play, I'm trying to find it in my notes because I had that the betting results that
like the odds.
Yeah, who they Trey says Rule is the Vegas betting favorite to land the PS job. I had this yesterday, but I just don't know what I did with it.
That's that iPhone 1.
No,
you got bruh. That's the iPhone 1.
I had 14s, 15 kids.
What you had?
I break them easy.
How you keep breaking phones?
Yeah, keep that old one as the backup, right?
I just drop them.
No hands.
Yeah.
No hands.
No hands.
No hands.
All right, here we go right here. When they look at the odds, Matt Rule plus 200. This is the favorites in Vegas. Bill O'Brien plus 300. Kirk Cincinnati plus 600. Manny Diaz. Urban Meyer, Lane Kiffin. I like Joe Brady. I think Joe Brady will be, I think he did a great job at LSU offense when he was the offensive coordinator. He was a coach with Rule at Carolina. Mm-hmm. We heard the stories of how that went on personal and unrelated topics. Mm-hmm. But, I love Joe Brady. I think he's an excellent coach. I think he's with who he's with now, Bob?
He's the Bills OC.
Yeah, he's the Bills OC. Sorry what the Falcons did to you yesterday, but, yeah. Yeah, let me tell you this story about this kid yesterday.
Which kid?
He was walking down the street yesterday, and he had a Buffalo Bills shirt on. I said, we're going to kick y'all butt, don't you? I didn't know him. I just talked to him because he had a Buffalo Bills shirt on. He looked at me like I was crazy, walked by. So I seen him again. He walked up the same way about an hour later. I said, yeah, hey, I'm talking to you. Don't wear that shirt tomorrow after we beat y'all tonight. He looked back at me. He said, I'm going to wear it tomorrow. Guess what? I haven't seen him today.
Of course, he ain't going to come back down. So speaking of Monday Night Football, your Atlanta Falcons.
Yes.
What they did to the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
They made Josh Allen look like what Nebraska made Josh Allen look like when he played at Wyoming. They basically beat him up, gave him different looks where they confused the crap out of him. And I was thinking about you when I was watching that game. I almost texted to see if you were still up watching or were you playing Call of Duty?
What
Playing
time was it?
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Atlanta Falcons has some really good pieces, and if
They got to put it together.
If you can keep Michael Penix healthy, he looks good in his second year. So
Yeah, 3-2 now for the Falcons.
Yep. And then that other game, I don't know.
Bears 3-2 too. Yeah.
Bears, boy, they look so.
With a kicker who just got cut though, didn't he get cut?
Just signed. Yeah.
Just signed. He was on the practice roster.
Yeah.
He was on the practice roster.
Yeah.
Say he slept on a twin bed and took a cold shower. He said he's going to start doing that, his routine before the game now. The night before the game, he slept in a twin bed.
Where did he get a twin bed?
I don't know.
He was like signed. He was like on the active roster like 7 hours by the time he was kicking the game-winning field goal or something like that.
Wow.
That's quite a story.
Yeah. Good for that man.
Yeah. And it's interesting because kickers always, especially when they're drafted, he's one of those guys, a third-round draft pick as a kicker out of Michigan for San Francisco. It did pretty solid. I mean, he was their starter there for a couple of years, but then it just struggled early on this year. They
lost
cut
his
him.
mojo.
Yeah, 1 for 3 with the
back
Niners.
last night.
They got rid of him.
All right, y'all. Big Ten Player of the Year rankings. They do this for the last. It's getting heated up now, so you can get to talk about it because it's this week 7 right here. I think 8 Bach in college football. Week 8,
7. Week 8.
Week 8 because we had a 0.
Yep.
So, but when you look at the Big Ten player rankings for Big Ten Player of the Year, Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
Is he your true number 1?
I would think at this point he'd have to be.
Julius Saying, number 2. Mikael Lemon, number 3. Speedy guy from USC.
He is sick.
I seen him catch something and ran up the middle.
Bruh.
He's a hit stick type of guy.
That's what I was talking about.
He got some wheels.
He's got some wheels.
He's second in the nation right now in receiving yards.
Jeremiah Smith is 4. Desmond Williams Jr. is 5. Dylan Riola is 9. Emmett Johnson is 12.
Speaking of Emmett, great game for that young man last weekend. He pretty much put the team on his back last weekend.
Number 2 rusher in the Big Ten right now.
Again, if he continues to have this type of these type of games the rest of the season, he's going to be in the running for Big Ten Player of the Year also.
Yeah. I think he's on pace for 1,300 yards right now. He has 105 carries, 650 yards, 7 touchdowns, 6.2 yards a carry, good for second in the Big Ten. And like 8th or something in the nation or something, ain't he, Bach?
Yeah, like 10th or something.
All right, when we come back, we're going to go over the rest of the Big Ten player stats for the Nebraska and see where they rank at in the Big Ten. 93.7 The Ticket. Kitty Will Hike Tuesday. Bock in the Black Shirt.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Boxing is back this Saturday with Brawloween at the Complex. The Midwest's best professional boxers will display their best performances with hometown favorites Clyde Godzilla Johnson and Cody Kerr among the boxers. Get your tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com where you can live stream this event as well. Nebraska football plays on Friday, so Saturday is open for you to attend or watch. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. this Saturday, October 18th. It's Brawloween at the Complex, located at 1555 Yolanda Avenue.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contests, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of scattered showers throughout the day. Otherwise, cloudy skies with a high around 67. Tonight, cloudy skies continue with light winds, a low around 61. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. It'll be breezy, the high near 82. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Is your heating system ready for cooler weather? Call Bryant to schedule your fall heating check. No matter what brand, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mike Smith, founder of The Bay. Join me every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for your weekly Disrupt, where me and local misfits will interrupt your drive time with this week's most interesting stories in sports, entrepreneurship, and culture. So tune in to your weekly Disrupt every Tuesday afternoon on 93.7 The Ticket, where disruption is just a phone call away.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
You're listening to Bock the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to 93.7 93.7 The Ticket, Bock The Blackshirt here, 1 to 3 hour. Here's what I was saying, Bock. I was talking to DP about something, and it was like, trust. I signed to come to Nebraska for Kevin Steele.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody told me when I got here that Kevin Steele was gone. They say, here's your linebacker coach, Craig Bowe. I said, what happened to Kevin Steele? Because he was one of the reasons why I came to Nebraska, because he was a great linebacker coach. I kind of fell in love with him on my visit and the way he talked and the way he mentioned he was going to use me as a linebacker. Did I get mad and transfer? No, couldn't. I already signed the paperwork.
Would you have?
Nah, I would have stuck it out.
Because that's loyalty.
All right, y'all. We talked about talking about Nebraska Big Ten player stats. We're gonna go. Dylan Raiola ranked number 5 in the Big Ten passing at quarterback, 138 out of 188 for 1591, 16 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. 3 of those interceptions came Saturday, and 2 in the last 2 games. So that's 5 in the last 3 games.
Yeah. I say hopefully that's he can kind of shake that a little bit here. That was it was an interesting performance. I was talking with Kenny about it during the break of Dylan Raiola in that game. There's some really special big time throws that he made, and there's some throws he'd certainly like to have back, and there's some throws that, as Kenny would kind of put it, you just better be lucky than good. So we'll see if he can bounce back. Again, it's interesting, 20 of 29, but 3 of those incompletions were interceptions. And specifically, I think it's going to be interesting moving forward is if Nebraska is going to continue with the quick passing attack, is how often these cornerbacks are going to sit on some of those kind of sit down routes or something. That's how the pick 6 kind of happened. It looked like, that short passing attack. Eventually the cornerback figured out what was going on there, and he jumped the route and took it to the house.
All right, number 2, not number 2. Well, ranked number 2 in rushing in the Big Ten, Emmett Johnson. Like I said, 105 carries, 650 yards, 7 TDs. 6.2 yards a carry. Ranked number 11 in receiving, Nazir Hunter, 22 receptions, 415 yards, 4 touchdowns. Ranked number 14 in receiving, Ja'Cory Bonnie, 23 catches, 364 yards, 3 touchdowns. Kenneth Williams, ranked the 4th best returner in Big Ten in kickoff. He averages 30.1 yards a return. Javen Wright, 39 tackles, 1 sack, 5.5 tackles for loss.
He's leading the team in tackles.
Yeah.
That a boy.
Yeah.
That a boy. Happy for that kid.
Grown man. Kid. Yeah. All right, Bock, you got anything?
For that young man. How about that?
Well, I did want to go through just a little bit of the game with Kenny here and kind of get his thoughts too. What did you think about the way that they kind of drew it up? Obviously, going into the game, it was giving up 12 sacks over the last the last 2 games, and then this one they incorporated the run a lot more, obviously, and the quick passing attack. Do you think that's something was that a game specific thing, or is that something you think they're gonna incorporate more moving forward?
I think from week to week it should be a game specific thing. I think this week, looking at Maryland and what they thought they can get done against Maryland in the quick game and the run game, they executed it for the most part. And again, I don't know what Minnesota plays defensively, but I mean, it's on film. They're going to try to quick passes, get Raiola in the rhythm. One thing I did like was how they moved the pocket a little bit for him to get him, that was some new stuff that I saw that we haven't seen. They just have to continue to do things to the team's strength. If you think you're just going to straight drop back and without getting pressure right now, you'll be doing yourself a disservice. So just continue to watch film, look at other teams' weaknesses, and then continue to do things that you can have success with on the offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball, and special teams. But just watching, going back to last week's game, what I liked was I think the kids never quit. I think the kids believed. In the past, where you look at the sideline, they show the sideline, and you can see the disbelief on some of the kids' faces. And I think you didn't see that this weekend. And again, we talked about it during break that the game that Emmett Johnson had was he was the key to that game, being able to sustain a run game. When I said this last week, the team that controls the trenches will win that game. We thought it was going to be bad weather, So that's why I said the team that has the control up front will win that game. I think for the most part, we controlled up front, offensive line and defensive line wise. So that's why we were able to pull that out.
How about the things that have been causing Nebraska problems that maybe did a little bit better in this game? Only giving up 1 sack on the offensive side when we're talking about the trenches. And then as far as rushing goes, Maryland did get to 130, but no big, gashing runs. Are these both things that was that again a game specific thing, or is that something you see improvement on for Nebraska that hopefully Husker fans can count on moving forward, because those have been kind of the Achilles heel so far of each side of the ball?
You just take that and build on it. I mean, if you looked at it, Maryland was one of the worst rushing offenses coming into this game. So, yeah, they had 100 yards, but we didn't give up the big run. We gave up a couple of big pass plays that we thought that our secondary was not going to allow. But, as you can see, when there's a team that can throw the ball, there's going to be some holes and some coverages. And hopefully there's not many missed coverages, but there's some holes and some coverages. So, looking back to that game, I think going forward, you look at what you were hurt on. You try to fix that first. And then the things you had success on, you continue to harp on that. And then whatever Minnesota shows you on defense, offense, and special teams, you try to exploit their weaknesses on all three of those phases. And you just working it throughout the week. This is a short week. This is already Tuesday. The game is Friday. So that's 3 days from now. So you just got to see what you can get done. I mean, you're coming off a physical game against Maryland Saturday, so you practice Sunday, you practice Monday, you practice Tuesday. Wednesday is probably going to be shorts and helmets. Thursday, you travel, and then Friday you play. You know what I mean? So it's a short week to prepare for it. So you try to, hopefully you had Minnesota broken down last week, that you can get a couple of things in on Sunday as a walkthrough, and then you go from there. But looking forward, going forward, I think you look at what you had success with, you continue to build on that, and then they'll be all right.
Interesting stuff. We got some sound bites we can get to also today from Dana Holgorsen and Coach Butler. Of course, it's been interesting last 48 hours. Coach Holgorsen was asked how has he seen Coach Rule handle the last 48 hours.
He's a pro at it. It's just part of the profession. I haven't talked to my agents about anything. I'm not going to. I don't care. I mean, our job. He feels the same way. Our job is Friday night, trying to get our team ready to go play Minnesota, and that's, if you're thinking about anything else other than that, you're doing your team a disservice. And I promise you, he's not.
There you go. Having the agents take care of that business for now.
Well, he said he hadn't talked to his agent
about
anything. I'm sure his agent hopefully hasn't talked to anybody about doing anything. But again, like I said, when we were off air, you'd be doing yourself and those kids a disservice if you're doing other things behind the scene other than getting ready for this team next weekend.
Let's get into his commitment now to the run game. This will be an interesting soundbite here from Coach Holgorsen.
I think it starts with Maryland's athleticism off the edge. I wasn't going to look at what I'd looked at the previous 2 weeks. I mean, we had to do something different. Wished I would have had that mindset probably the previous couple of weeks, but when we just really challenged everybody involved. I thought our receivers blocked as good as they've blocked. That matters. The tight ends are getting better. Emmett ran hard. The young kids got in there and ran hard. And then obviously everything starts up front, and right from the get-go, you knew that our mentality was a little bit different when it comes to that. And it just makes it so much easier for me to be patient and stick with it when you're getting good positive yards. We only had a couple of TFLs. I think two is what we ended up having, 1 sack and 1 negative play on Heinrich's edge play that we snapped him the ball, and both his tight ends whiffed. I guess they were mad at him for something that happened in the tight end room. But it just makes me more comfortable, and you just stick with it and stay with it when it looks good. I mean, when you're moving the ball, and that stuff looks good, then we definitely want to stick with it. So I think we took a real jump in the right direction when it comes to that.
It's interesting hearing from him. Obviously, he has a reputation as more of a passing play caller. But starting to get going there a little bit more with the run game. 21 carries this past week for Emmett Johnson. Notably, and I'll keep going back to it, after he ran his 50-yard run They had 4 plays from the 10-yard line. They didn't get him the ball again. So I thought that was kind of interesting. But overall, obviously, is one of the MVPs of the game, if not the MVP of the game. And should probably be a heavy focus for any team playing Nebraska moving forward.
Yeah, again, you cannot, he said mindset, right? Mindset. You have to set the mindset in practice. Guys, we're going to run the football. You can't wait till Saturday or Friday coming up. This game is Friday, but you cannot wait to game day to try to set that mindset. It has to be set in practice. So, guys, we're going to run the football. We're going to run the football. I'm not going to shy away from running the football. If they hold you and stop you, don't think that's the end of all be all, and then you want to just chunk the ball over the yard. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And if you can lean on them long enough, at some point, they're going to give in, right? But you have to start that from day one, meaning Sunday's practice, which because it's a short week, or Monday's practice when it's a regular week. But if you try to do it on a Friday or a Saturday night or during the game, it's not going to work because that mentality is not there, and then you can't expect those kids to do it. So you can't get discouraged when you get stopped and try to throw the ball over the yard. Like you said, Emmett never touched the ball again the next 4 plays after getting them down there in the red zone. So you can't just throw it out the window and try to lean on something else that's not working.
All right, a few more clips from Coach Dana Holgerson's press conference this afternoon. He was asked about Minnesota's defense, of course, the challenge coming up on Friday.
They just dang sound, man. I mean, it's impressive. You know, I got new coordinator, but it ain't new defense. I mean, it's the same defense that Coach Flex had there since he's been there, 9 years or whatever. You know, the one guy went to Michigan State. You know, they're well coached on defense. The other one went to Miami last year, and they're playing as good a defense as anybody in the country. So, you know, it's the same stuff, and they've been doing the same thing for 9 years. I mean, you know, got a lot of respect for PJ and what he's done. It's a sound, stingy defense, you know, and those guys they shed blocks up front. Those backers come downhill. They commit safeties to the run game as well. So it'd be a different challenge and another challenge, you know, and it's Big Ten football Friday night. So fired up, never been there, excited about going there.
There you have it from Coach Holgerson. One final thing before we go to break is his assessment of the quarterback play, of course, Dylan Raiola this past week against Maryland.
Really good in the fourth quarter. Really, he starts good, and the fourth quarter has been off the charts good. And for the second week in a row, I couldn't be more proud of how he just didn't cave. You know, because that's a hard position, and I really one of the reasons why we wanted to run the ball is because those dudes were so good off the edge, and I was tired of seeing him get hit, you know, and I'm sure he's tired of getting hit, and so we made a concerted effort to keep him clean. You know, he got hit once at the end of the half when they knew we were throwing it, just based on what the clock was. But other than that, I thought we kept him pretty clean. Obviously, there's a couple of throws that he'd like to have back. You know, he's just got to he's got to take care of that thing better. You know, but man, his demeanor on the sidelines was good. It was determined. He wasn't pouting. He wasn't pissed, and he was, obviously a little disappointed in a couple of the decisions, but just stuck with it and then just played as good as anybody in the country for that fourth quarter.
There you have it from Dylan Raiola, excuse me, from Dana Holgerson. They're talking about Dylan Raiola as we expected. It was kind of a back and forth game, but again, those back and forth games, those interceptions, they can get in your head and compound, problems there. He was able to not let that be a problem, and even got into that fourth quarter, that last drive. Even when you're falling, you're just tripping. He just throws it out there. That was a bit of a lucky throw, but was able to get it done. And also, again, was able at other times, the scramble pass to Lindenmeyer, it's had some of his better throws of the season as well. And I know a lot of people would focus on those ones that didn't work out well, especially if Nebraska lost. Thankfully, they won, so we don't think about that as much. But he's still a growing quarterback, and I think sometimes we forget that as he's just in his sophomore year.
Yeah, again, like we said, they didn't quit. He didn't quit. He didn't get discouraged when he threw those interceptions. He kept battling. He kept his team involved. in recent years, you look back, if they were down in that situation, you're looking for, okay, here comes a mistake, or the kids have given up. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't see that Saturday. So kudos to him. Kudos to the staff for keeping them into the game and keeping them ready to go. And the thing he said was, did things to keep him upright. So you got to find ways to do that again this weekend.
Yeah, Minnesota might not have the same edge rushing attack that Maryland necessarily had, but they do have a fella in there that has 4.5 sacks on the season. So there's still some guys to look out for the Golden Gophers.
Take us out, Bock.
All right, you listen to Bock and the Blackshirt here on 93.7 The Ticket on a Kenny Wilhite Tuesday. We'll be back to wrap things up, maybe hear a little bit from Coach Butler in his press conference right around the corner.
The party is back on in Lincoln this fall, and there's no party like the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show. Join the whole Ticket crew for 2.5 hours of pregame coverage before every home and away game this football season as they get you ready for the game. It's the A1 Automotive Ticket Tailgate pregame show at our downtown studio at 11th and O. Sponsored by Select Plumbing, Raising Cane's, Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Currency, and the Kindler Hotel.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100. Or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or Seward and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Is your heating system ready for cooler weather? Call Bryant to schedule your fall heating check. No matter what brand, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life pain-free. Don't wait another day. Visit prairie-ortho.com today or call them at 402-489-4700. Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at DoorsPlusLLC.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mike Smith, founder of The Bay. Join me every Tuesday from 5 to 6 p.m. for your weekly Disrupt, where me and local misfits will interrupt your drive time with this week's most interesting stories in sports, entrepreneurship, and culture. So tune in to your weekly Disrupt every Tuesday afternoon on 93.7 The Ticket, where disruption is just a phone call away.
Galfa Roofing would like to remind all motorists that each year thousands of people die or are seriously injured because of reckless drivers. When you get on the road, do yourself family, and your community a favor. When driving in child-populated areas, remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Galfa Roofing, providing residential roofing, siding, and gutter services, metal roofing, roofing inspections, and more. No job is too big, no job is too small. One call does it all. Galfa Roofing, on the air because they care.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You're listening to Bock and the Blackshirt, on air and online at theticketfm.com.
All righty, welcome back to 93.7 The Ticket. Turn it down some, Bock.
Yeah, he's telling me to turn it up.
You always tell him to turn it up. Now you want to turn it down.
I mean, I want to say something, but I was talking about the music.
Oh, okay.
Cornhead JS1, fam. He just got on to me, man. Cornhead JS1 says, Farley, if I didn't have so much love for you as a GOAT black shirt, you owe Husker Nation an apology for that bunk 28-24 pick you made against my Skurs. You almost ruined my weekend, fam. JS Cornhead, I'm only picking as a sports guy. I'm not picking as a Husker fan. I'm picking for my job. When I go home, I'm a Husker fan. Right now, I'm a media guy for 2 hours. For Christ's sakes, let me enjoy my picks. How you think I was champion 2 years ago when I picked when I won the championship?
You beat Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He beat you, Bob?
He's talking about 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm a two-time winner, so I don't really listen
get that
to
man,
sort of
Yeah. We'll be tied up after this year. Yeah, you get no trophy for third place. You get a ribbon.
Participation trophy.
There's a ribbon in the sky for your love.
Stevie
Bach.
Wonder.
There you go, Bach. All right, Bach, let's listen to some Butler before we get out of here.
All right, here's Coach Butler. Here's what has he seen from the Minnesota offense?
I can tell you, I coached there years ago. It's kind of irrelevant to your question, but like the type of kids they have, tough, hard-nosed, gritty kids, and having watched them through the years, their ability to run the football and kind of control the line of scrimmage with their big O linemen, their good backs. now they got a good young quarterback, a couple good receivers that you can see. I know the back's been hurt a little bit, so they've gotten away from the run game, and then they've been down in some games to get away from the run game. But I think they're going to try to run the football on us again. I think you'd be a fool not to try that on us. We've got to try to establish the line of scrimmage and then do a good job of affecting, this young quarterback who, makes a lot of good throws.
Wow, a little bit surprised how straightforward he is. You think you'd be a fool if you try not to run on Nebraska, but that's what the numbers say.
Well, I mean, again, that's an honest man. That's a man that knows what they've struggled with this year, and teams have seen it. So, and if you look back, traditionally Minnesota is a running football team. So, buckle up. This game's gonna be won in the trenches again, Bock.
Oh yeah. Here's some more questions here. This time, kind of looking at Nebraska specifically. How impressive has Williams-Nwaneri been?
Yeah, well, me and Keith were talking about that the other day. I've never really put much into quarterback pressures because I think that's an interpretative stat. That, like, what I put a lot into is how many hits on the quarterback are we getting? We're physically hitting them, because a quarterback just slightly scrambling, they're going to give the closest person there like a pressure. So I didn't think we really affected the quarterback. So when I saw that, I was like, that kind of, I would say in a way, maybe kind of reemphasized to me that stat. So Williams is playing good at times. He had a sack. He had the quarterback in his hands, and he let him get away. We had a couple times where we were close enough and let him get away, which we've got to stop doing. When we're back there, we've got to finish the play, because you hit the quarterback, you put him behind the sticks, you hit the quarterback, you get him on the ground, that changes the next play. So with regards to Williams, we like how he's progressing. Still has a long way to go just as far as finishing plays, but definitely excited with how he's playing. But I would like our guys, our defensive line, our rushers, whoever they like, to hit the quarterback more, because a hit on the quarterback affects them a lot more than a pressure or a hurry, however those stats come to play.
And I think that was him responding to, you might have seen it this week, a high pressure rate for Williams-Nwaneri for back-to-back weeks. But as I said, he wants them to finish off those pressures.
Yeah, I mean, everybody keeps talking about ratings and stats and all that. I don't care about that. I care about productivity, wins and losses. And like he said, the kid is coming along. He's a young kid, so he expects him when he's there to make the play. So when your opportunity arises, you have to make that play.
From one of Nebraska's best pass rushers to another, here's a question on Dasan McCullough.
Yeah, so Dasan's been a great addition. Plays really, really hard. Can do multiple things, can rush the passer, can drop in coverage, can spy the quarterback. He was impactful on two of those plays I talked about. We 3-man rushed, and he just kind of beat the center one-on-one to get him off the spot, but we were able to drop out 8. So he's a guy that I've moved around a lot. You guys, if you've watched the film or you've seen the games, you can see he's playing a lot of different spots. And the more players you have like that can impact the other team, putting them in different spots, different locations, they can do a lot of different jobs. I think that's good for your defense. So players like him and players similar to him are players we're always going to be looking for to develop and to add into this program.
But Dasan McCullough, he's been fun, especially particularly as a free runner. He really delivers the impact when he gets to the quarterback or running back in the backfield.
Again, finding what young men can do, what their strengths are, and implementing it into your game plan and watching them execute. It's always fun to just go back to Farley. He was a hybrid. Go rush that passer, Farley, because you can't cover. Go rush that passer. That's what he did.
Who can't cover? I was the best cover of linebacker.
Stop.
What are you talking about? I led the team in interceptions.
But they played to Farley's strength, so go get the quarterback.
I led the team in interceptions, Kenny.
We ain't talking about the ones that was thrown right to you, Farley.
It doesn't matter. I only dropped one.
We ain't talking about the ones.
How many you dropped?
One.
Okay, thank you.
But I had more opportunities than you had too.
Yeah. How many you had
total?
Yeah.
What, interceptions?
Yeah.
9 and 10, 11. I had 9 interceptions in 17 games.
Okay.
Pretty good average.
And it wasn't the starter the first year.
I had 3 touchdowns in 5 games.
That a boy. But they was throwing right to you. I watched the film.
It doesn't matter. Don't watch me. Watch
man coverage. Intercepted in man coverage.
But you learn how to play some Call of Duty.
Oh, no.
Take your head off. You be like a migraine. Help.
Have y'all played yet?
Yeah, he's terrible. He's not on my level.
Do I need to call him?
You can call him, tell him. I told him in his face. He's terrible. Go to Fortnite.
AG, if you listen, hit me up, man.
He's not on my level. Yeah. 93.7 The Ticket. Bock The Blackshirt. Check us out tomorrow. Kenny Will Height Tuesday in effect. Window World Wednesday is tomorrow. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to us.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Are you tired of living in pain? At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, they make it simple. From head to toe, spine to extremities, they've got you covered. Their multi-specialty team of experts in orthopedic surgery, plastic surgery, podiatry, physical therapy, and occupational therapy all work under one roof to get you back to living life